Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. Today we are back with another like chatty review thingy. This time we're going to discuss a little bit of Crazy for You, so if that sounds like your kind of thing, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 whole seconds. Yeah, let's get into it. Crazy for You, another show that I knew next to nothing about prior to going in. I'm very good at that. I like to broaden my horizons. I like to know nothing about a show going in. All I knew about this one was that it had come from the Chichester Festival Theatre and had an amazing run there. I actually know someone who's Chichester's theatre is one of their like closest theatres, so she gave me the heads up. She was like, it's great, it's amazing, you'll love it. And she was actually the person that told me to get a seat where I got my seat. I literally was like, right, here is the day I'm planning to see this show, can you give me your suggestions, your opinions, your thoughts, your feelings, where I should sit? Because last time I was in Gillian Lynne, where Crazy for You is, I was crying my eyes out as Narnia left. Still not over it. Still very grateful that The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe will be back in Birmingham this winter, but we don't talk about that right now. But what we are talking about is Crazy for You. So yes, I got myself a ticket. I booked to see it through Statix, through an offer. And I was in row D in the stalls. Nobody told me until I got there though. D in the stalls, second row from the front. I was close. Anyway, the actual show itself, let's discuss, let's talk about it, let's do some things. The show has music and has lyrics by the Gershwins, George and Ira, and the book is by Ken Ludwig. This performance of this production has been directed and choreographed by the one, the only Susan Stroman, who I've previously seen some of her amazing work in the likes of Anything Goes and Young Frankenstein, and yeah, I was fully on board for all of that. This show packs a punch from the moment it starts to the end. It is just so wonderful. It's got like that old timey feel to it. You feel like you're watching a classic. But yeah, it was lovely. It was like it was one of those shows that gives you like a warm hug. We need more of those shows in our lives, especially when we're living through the life that we're living. What I also enjoyed, it's the classic plot of a show of that era, in that boy meets girl, boy falls in love with girl, girl kind of falls in love with boy, but then boy disguises himself as someone completely different, puts on an accent, puts on a moustache. Girl falls in love with person that he is disguised as. Girl then doesn't quite understand that boy is the guy that he's wearing the disguise of, and then the guy he's wearing the disguise of turns up. Girl thinks it's the same person. Girl then realizes it's not the same person. Happily ever after. You know, that classic plot. Sorry, it was sassy, but it's basically the story. Mix that in with some beautiful set design by, wait for this name, Beowulf Borrett. Lovely. And costume design by William Ivy Long. It's just absolutely a joy to sit and watch and listen and look at. Although I did, and this is not like a bashing of the show, but I did talk to my friend afterwards. I was walking home and I was talking to him on the phone, and I was like, I do love a Gershwin musical, however they do often use their own tunes, don't they? I've now seen 2 Gershwin shows, American in Paris and now this, There is 2 songs that they've used in both. Is that an ongoing Gershwin thing? I don't know. I'm still very much in the learning about the classics portion of my life, and not always just going to the brand new shiny things. So let me know. But yeah, I was like, I've heard this song before somewhere. And fair play, they're using their own music. They've created it, so why not use it over and over and over again? I have no problems. Plus the people in the audience were like, oh, I love this song. And I love that in a show, as long as they do it respectfully and quietly. But that's a story for another day. Moving on to the cast, the wonderful, powerful, incredible cast. So for the performance that I saw, we had 3 swings on doing their understudy track. We had Beth Downing, Nell Martin, and also George Bray. The rest of the cast, and especially the ensemble, were amazing. There were some rewind, get it back in my mouth. There were some familiar faces, quite a few like choir of man, well, I was gonna say quite a few choir of man people. There was 2 choir of man people, George Bray, previously mentioned, and also Lucas Cock, who was the beast that I saw when I saw it in London. George I saw on tour. I don't know why my fingers are doing that. But yeah, there were some familiar faces. I was like, oh, I remember you from a different job. I quite enjoy that Susan Stroman tends to pick people that she's used in previous productions. So there were some familiar faces and also some brand new ones, and that's also really nice because it gets me to know about more people and people who deserve to get a mention. But yeah, the incredible cast were amazing. The ensemble, like, it was so warm when I went down to London to see this show, and this is a hard-hitting, powerful bam 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 kind of show. It's got very strong, very quick, technical choreography, and none of them looked like they were breaking a sweat. It was absolutely amazing to sit and watch. The stars of this show are Charlie Stemp, who plays Bobby Child, and Carly Anderson, who plays Polly Baker. Those 2 were so beautiful to sit and watch together, but also independently. They both get their moments to shine. Charlie has, obviously, we all know, has a strong dance technical background. I have seen him in 3 different shows now, and every single time it's just a joy to sit and watch him do his thing. And yeah, it's amazing to sit and watch. The same with Carly Anderson. I have never seen her before to my knowledge, but she was absolutely amazing. So beautiful again to watch, like the lines that those 2 had when they were dancing together. I'm trying to be like choreography based, I'm not, someone please teach me, but just everything about them, they were just amazing. They had a great chemistry together, and it was just beautiful to sit and watch them. Tom Eden is also a big name on all the posters. He plays Bella Zangler, which for the life of me, the amount of times that name was said in the show, and it just didn't grasp with me, and I still want to call him Belladonna, which I know is incorrect and I believe is a poisonous thing. Anyway, Bella Zangler and Tom Eden as that role was excellent. Tom just has the ability to have the whole audience in the palm of their hand, to the point that apart from a small portion of the opening number, you don't see Tom on stage again until just before the end of Act 1, and the majority of Act 2 is when he appears, which kind of was sucky because he is a joy to watch. But the moment he is on stage, the whole audience are in the palm of his hands. He can do no wrong. He can even make people on stage corpse, which is always good. he kind of breaks the fourth wall, but so subtly that you truly don't mind. And yeah, who doesn't leave the stage for the end of Act 1 by telling a poo joke? Tom Eden does. I don't know if that's a scripted poo joke or if he's added it in for this run, but it's a poo joke all the same, and we all like them, whether you are 5 or 55 or 105. If you don't enjoy a poo joke, we can't be friends. The other comedic roles in this show are the Fodor? Fodoro. Why does that still sound incorrect? We're gonna go to the Fodor. I was right. Why have I put Fedora? Was I thinking of hats? Who knows? Fodor couple, the Fodor pair of a Patricia and I know his name and I've forgotten it. Patricia and Eugene. They come on quite sparingly as well, but they too also have some of the greatest one-liners and the like subtle comments that you can blink and miss or cover your ears and miss, but they're just so clever, and that laugh will never not make me laugh. You know when you have a laugh that's just, it makes you giggle. Excellent. Truly enjoyed. I also really enjoyed seeing Natalie Kasanga again, who I last saw in the Dreamgirls tour. Why do I doubt myself? I'm pretty sure that's where I saw her. She plays the role of Irene Roth. Again, I really enjoyed watching her again. I said again twice, apologies. No, truly I enjoyed watching her. Kind of feel like I could have seen a lot more of her because the character she had, kind of a bit to meet you like her, that kind. And I also really enjoyed when the character of Irene met her match in the only Lang Hawkins, who was played by the amazing Matthew Craig. I really enjoyed that like kind of love-hate relationship, or hate-love relationship. I just truly enjoyed it, either way you think about it. I also quite enjoy though with their first meeting, you can kind of go, okay, we know how this is going to end. We know how this is going to turn into this, you know? But I truly enjoyed watching them both separately but also in their time together. As you can probably tell, I really enjoyed the cast, really enjoyed the show. It's so like feel good and happy. It's not a drag, it's really super fast paced. It has amazing choreography, amazing cast performing said choreography. It has heart, it has everything. And I definitely would like to go back and watch it again, maybe from the Upper Circle, or the Circle as it's known in the Gillian Lynne, because there's only one of them, because I kind of do feel by sitting so close to the front I may have missed a few things. Where I was sat, like I said, it was like second row from the front and it was off kind of to the side. There were a couple of occasions where cast sat off the edge of the stage, and at those points I kind of missed a few things. I feel like it'd be quite nice to be like up top but central and just see everything in its amazement. Also, I kind of want to work out how they shift the set, because there are times where the side pieces and I believe the bit like top piece switches, and I never saw it happen, and I was literally next to one of them. There was no like sound whilst it happened. I don't know how it happened and I'm just amazed. For all you sound sensitive people, a little warning, or not really warning, but in case you are interested, there are gunshot noises throughout both Act 1 and Act 2. You can work out when they're going to happen because the guns are shown. However, it is a sound effect as opposed to a live gun. It's not too loud, and I did not need to cover my ears for those moments, but just in case you are either a sound conscious person or you get a bit nervous when people bring guns out on the stage, because I do, because I'm like, there's going to be a noise in a minute. So yeah, little tidbit for you sound conscious people like myself. But moving away from there and just finishing off the video, I think you can tell that I really enjoyed watching Crazy For You. It was so nice to see so many people I'd previously seen in the productions in this show. It was nice to just go back to the Gillian Lynne. I did have my mourning period. I hadn't been back since January, so I was okay. We were all fine. Although it did feel weird not to have the same atmosphere as it did with Lion Witch in the Wardrobe. It just felt fun. The whole front of house felt a little bit funner back in the Narnia days. But that's just me. My love for Aslan. Hashtag for Aslan. Anyway, the heat has finally affected me, so I'm going to silence myself and tell you to go and get yourself a ticket to see the show, for it closes on the 20th of January 2024, so you have got a good period of time to go and check it out, and definitely go have a look on Chatty, because they've been having some amazing offers recently, so why not treat yourself to a cheeky, slightly cheaper ticket? Because you know what we all say, the cheaper the ticket, the more tickets you can buy. It's not a saying. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave you here, so thank you very much for watching. If you've seen the show, let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't seen the show, go and check it out. But yeah, I love you all lots. I hope you come back next time, and I will see you soon. Bye.